Hi all, it's Alicia here. Today's the 1st of March. I last made a video on the 30th of Jan and the reason why I haven't made a video is because nothing has happened in the last 4 or so weeks. It's just kind of been a standstill as such, kind of been feeling stuck in the moment. Nothing's happening. So a quick update, this is going to be a really quick video, but basically took the Primulet, which is the tablet to bring on my period that the IVF specialist referred me to. I took it for the amount of days required, no period, contacted them, went back for an internal ultrasound and found that I had a 5 centimeter in diameter cyst on my right ovary. So apparently it needed to pass and just keep taking the Primulet. So I did what I was told, as you always take on board what they are telling you because they would know best. Continued that, no bleed. I then rang them and I said, look, nothing is happening and can I please just take the Provera, which I was originally on with my obstetrician gynecologist for my fertility treatment rounds of Clomid, because I know that I did get a bleed with it. Then basically they said, yes, you can do that. So I don't know why. I asked why I couldn't have gone and started on that, and they said to me that it's not their preferred one to use, but no real response because I was talking to reception, but okay. Tried the Provera. Within 2 days of taking the Provera, I got a bleed. I then decided to call them and just let them know that I did get a bleed and I have started bleeding, and just to confirm to commence day 3 injecting. And they said that I'm only allowed to start injecting if I am full flow. Now I said to them, because of my condition, I never get a full flow. I'm never full flow as such, so no, I'm not going to get that. They reassured me and said, leave it over the weekend, which was last week. If you don't get a bleed, start the Provera again for 7 days. And I kind of, not that I lost confidence in the specialist, but unless I was seeing her and paying the money, I didn't get to speak to her. I only got to speak to the receptionist, and I just felt 4 and a bit weeks of absolutely nothing. I know this process is no rush, but I just feel stuck in the moment. Basically, sorry, that's my dog. One moment. I'm so sorry. So yeah, I've kind of been feeling stuck in the moment. So I had found a lady on Instagram who had success with a fertility specialist in Melbourne also. So I liked their pages and did a bit more research, and I liked what I read. So then I contacted the lady on Instagram and just wanted some advice and see how she went. Obviously she was successful, and she had really beautiful things to say about the IVF specialist. So I wanted to go see her. I actually was on a waiting list for quite a while to see her, and they called me yesterday at work and said, look, we've had a cancellation for tomorrow, which was today, and you can come in. And I was like, yep, I'm coming in, sure. The only downfall was it was just financially $400, which I hadn't planned to pay just yet. I was waiting a few weeks for it, but that's okay, it is what it is. So it's $400 out of pocket and there's no rebate on it, but that's okay. So I went there, really informative lady. She told me a lot of things that I didn't know and were a little bit surprising to me, and I was really comfortable with her and the decision she was making as far as my treatment progress, as like action plan. I definitely decided then and there, I knew that I felt more comfortable with her as far as her knowledge, and where we were at, and she knew we've been trying, and she gets it. She deals with people with PCOS daily, so she understands the ins and outs of it, which I think is probably better looking for an IVF specialist because they deal with it, and I believe that they're more knowledgeable in that field. So I really like what she said to me and my partner and what she had to offer as far as the action plan from here. She did not bag anybody, but she did tell me that I actually didn't need to bleed in order to start injecting because I have PCOS, so I already have irregular periods, and all we're doing is shedding lining that doesn't need to be done, which has obviously thinned my lining a bit too thin, but the cyst is still there. They did have a look at the sizing. They believe it is just fluid, so they are happy for me to inject Saturday morning. Today is Thursday evening. Tomorrow morning, I did do some blood tests today, so tomorrow morning I have to ring the suites there and just basically see my results, and they'll give me the thumbs up, and then I'm all good to start Saturday morning. And then the following Friday, I will go back for an internal ultrasound to see what is happening from there. I don't know much until that appointment, so I don't know what's happening. My dose from 50 IU, which I was meant to start, obviously I haven't started self-injecting yet, but she did say to me that she would be increasing me to 62.5 IU per injection, which I found a few things interesting, but that's another video. So that's all I have for now. Thank you for watching and staying along for our journey. I will definitely let you know what happens next week. Yeah, I'll try and, I did say last time, but obviously this appointment was really unplanned because I was on the cancellation list, so I didn't get to bring you along, but next week I'll definitely bring you along. And also, I will record self-injecting as well for the first time. So I will record that, I will upload it, stay tuned, and as I said, if you need anything, questions, or you want to know anything in particular about this ovulation induction process, we are starting 2 to 3 cycles max of this before we start IVF. But in saying that, we have started today to commence IVF paperwork, as the prep work can be a minimum of 4 to 6 weeks long to get it all done with your police checks, etc. So we are going to start doing all the paperwork. Hopefully we don't need to do the IVF path and this works, but we need to plan ahead so we don't have to wait another 6 or 8 weeks for anything to happen. So we're just being proactive at this stage.